The voices calling for change in Chile are growing louder. Hundreds of anti-government protesters rallied in the capital Santiago, infuriated by this video that went viral on Friday. It shows a riot police officer chasing a teenager who's then thrown from a bridge and lands in a shallow canal, face down and motionless. He survived and is in a stable condition in hospital, but the pictures are being shared widely with public calls and by opposition politicians for Santiago's chief of police to resign. Police deny an officer pushed the youngster off the bridge and say much of what's being said on social media is incorrect.
We want to clarify the untrue story that this person was held over the bridge by his feet or pushed over the edge by the water cannon, as some on social media claimed they witnessed. Fortunately, there is a video that shows this unfortunate accident happening during an intense situation with a group of people causing disorder. Now the prosecutors must evaluate based on evidence.
Following Friday's incident, red dye was thrown into the canal water, symbolising blood, highlighting what protesters say has become a systematic government crackdown since last year.
The police are violent. We can't bear it anymore. They've raped, tortured, run people over, blinded others, and now they're throwing people in the Mapocho River. The government doesn't want us to protest. It doesn't want us to gather together, but they don't care that we gather in the subway and on buses like sardines to go to work.
The government issued a statement saying it condemns any form of violence, adding that the officer in question has been removed from his post while an investigation is underway. The UN released a 38-page investigative report condemning the government's response to mass protests a year ago against increasing public transport costs and social inequality. During the unrest, 31 people were killed and many injured. Nearly 30,000 were detained, hundreds of them reportedly being tortured and sexually abused. That prompted Chilean prosecutors to investigate thousands of human rights violations reportedly committed by security forces during the protests. Since last October, a series of cabinet reshuffles have resulted in 3 men successfully being put in charge of the Interior Ministry. But the leadership changes don't seem to have calmed protesters. The constitutional referendum is due on October the 25th. After COVID-19 restrictions since March has prevented demonstrations, calls are increasing for further protests soon. Sara, Khairat, Jazeera.